Have you ever found yourself wondering, what now, as you enter the later stages of life? After decades of hard work, raising a family, and achieving your goals, you might feel like you've crossed the threshold into a new chapter, and it's one filled with more questions than answers. What is your purpose now? How can you make these years meaningful and fulfilling? In this video, we're diving into how to reclaim joy, redefine your purpose, and live the life you truly deserve. Whether you're in your 50s, 60s, or beyond, the time you have left is more precious than ever. It's time to embrace the freedom that comes with the wisdom of age and the power to choose a life of happiness, peace, and fulfillment. We'll explore how to transform your perspective, find happiness in the present moment, let go of the work ethic trap that no longer serves you, and even discover that it's never too late to change your life. By watching until the end, you'll learn how to stop waiting for permission to enjoy life, embrace a slower pace, and most importantly, understand the real secret to living a long, healthy, and joyful life. So, stay tuned, because this is your time to start living fully. Not tomorrow, but today. You won't want to miss these life-changing insights. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. 1. The time you have left is precious. Every moment of the time you have left is a treasure, more valuable than anything else in this world. As the years go by, we become painfully aware of the preciousness of time. In our youth, it seemed like an endless river flowing without hesitation. Days melted into weeks, weeks slipped into months, and months turned to years in what felt like the blink of an eye. We never truly appreciated its fleeting nature, as we were caught up in the rush of life. But now, as we grow older, the passage of time becomes sharp and undeniable. Each day becomes a vivid brushstroke on the canvas of our lives, each moment saturated with the awareness of how quickly things can change. This realization is not something to fear or dread. Rather, it is a gift. A profound reminder that life is fragile and that the time remaining in our hands is a fleeting, delicate thing that must be handled with reverence. Whether it's 10 years, 20, or 30, this time is yours, and it is your responsibility to make it matter. You no longer have to be swept away by the demands of others, the noise of daily life, or the expectations placed upon you. This is your chapter, your opportunity to shape the remaining pages of your story in a way that brings you peace and fulfillment. Instead of seeing the years ahead as a countdown toward the end, look at them as an opening, an invitation to begin anew. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, what do I truly want to experience? What ignites joy deep within me? What fills my heart with the serenity I've long sought? The answers to these questions will guide you toward a future where you are the architect of your happiness, not the prisoner of past choices. For so many years, we sacrifice ourselves at the altar of duty. We give up our passions, our dreams, and our happiness, all in the name of responsibility. We hustle, we grind, and we lose pieces of ourselves in the process. But now, the chains of obligation have loosened. The work is done. The children are grown. The paths we've walked have led us here, to this moment, where the freedom to choose is within our reach. This is the time when you can choose your path, without the need to follow anyone else's. You are not bound by the rules you once lived by. This is a time to reclaim the parts of yourself you may have neglected, to breathe life into passions that were once buried under the weight of duty. Your days are yours now. Cherish them as if they are the most precious jewels in your life's collection. Spend time with the people who matter, immerse yourself in activities that light up your soul, and allow yourself to simply be, to feel the peace of a quiet afternoon, to savor the simple beauty of a moment untouched by stress or worry. This is your time, and every minute of it is a gift, one that you can never get back. Make it count. Live it with intention, with joy, with the understanding that these moments are yours to create, yours to shape, and yours to celebrate. 2. Happiness can't wait until someday. As we journey through life, there's a profound truth that becomes more and more apparent with each passing year. Waiting for happiness to magically appear someday is a profound mistake. How many times have you found yourself whispering, "I'll be happy when the kids are grown, when the house is paid off, when I finally retire"? And how many times has that elusive sense of joy stayed just out of reach, despite the milestones we believed would unlock it? It's a painful reality that so many of us have learned the hard way. Happiness is not something that magically materializes after ticking off a list of achievements. We've all been guilty of putting our joy on hold. We convince ourselves that once we reach a certain point in life, when the stress of work has faded, when our responsibilities lessen, when life aligns perfectly, then and only then, we'll finally experience true happiness. Yet, when that moment arrives, the happiness we envisioned often fails to show up. And why? Because happiness isn't waiting for you in some distant when on the horizon. It's not locked behind a door marked someday. Happiness is here, waiting in the present, in the now. At this stage of life, time is more precious than ever. You no longer have the luxury to keep pushing happiness off into the distance, telling yourself it will come when everything is perfect. The truth is, it won't. You deserve to live in joy, to feel contentment, to experience the fullness of life. Not someday, not when everything falls into place, but right now. Happiness is a conscious choice, a decision you must make every single day, even amid the chaos and imperfections of life. It's not about waiting for the perfect set of circumstances or waiting for the ideal outcome to unfold before you can finally feel joy. It's about embracing the present moment, savoring the small, fleeting pleasures, and choosing to see the beauty in your life, no matter how messy it might feel at times. So take a moment, right now, to reflect deeply. What brings you happiness today? Not next week, not next month, but at this very moment. It could be something as simple and pure as sharing a cup of coffee with an old friend, taking a quiet walk in the park, or diving into a book that fills your soul with peace. Whatever it is, make room for it. Prioritize it. Fill your life with these moments of joy. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Don't let another day slip away while you wait for the perfect moment to experience happiness. The perfect moment is already here. It is now, and it is yours for the taking. You deserve to feel joy today. Don't wait for someday to claim it. 3. Let go of the work ethic trap and redefine purpose. For the majority of our lives, we've been conditioned to believe that our worth is intrinsically tied to how much we accomplish, how hard we work, and how valuable our contributions are to the outside world. We were taught that our purpose is wrapped up in our productivity, our successes, and the roles we hold within society. For many years, this might have seemed like the truth, as our work gave us a sense of identity and belonging. But as the years pass and you step into the later chapters of life, it's time to shatter that illusion and reimagine what truly gives your life significance. The belief that your worth is only found in your job title or your career achievements is a dangerous, soul-sucking trap, one that leaves many feeling unmoored and lost once retirement comes knocking. For decades, you may have been a teacher, a doctor, a business owner, or a devoted homemaker. Your work defined you, gave you structure, and filled your days with purpose. When those familiar roles are suddenly gone, the transition can be jarring and unsettling. You might wonder, who am I if I'm not working? What am I supposed to do with myself now? The silence that follows can feel deafening, and it's easy to feel like you're adrift, no longer contributing, no longer relevant. But let me share a profound truth. Purpose does not retire. Your value, your worth, and your deeper meaning in life were never confined to your professional title or career. That role was only a part of who you are, not the entirety of your being. Now, as you enter this new phase of life, it's time to unearth the richness that exists outside the boundaries of your former job. The adventure now lies in exploring new dimensions of fulfillment and connection. You have the chance to pour your energy into something that truly resonates with your heart, whether it's volunteering for a cause that ignites your passion, offering wisdom and guidance to the younger generation, or finally pursuing those hobbies that have been mere whispers on your to-do list. This is the moment to discover what makes you feel alive again, not just busy. Your purpose now may take the form of learning something you've always longed to understand, cultivating a passion you've long neglected, or embracing deeper, more meaningful connections with the people you love. What matters most now is that you live a life that nourishes your soul, not just your to-do list. You no longer need to prove your worth, because you've already earned that. The world no longer expects you to do for the sake of doing. Now, it's time to truly be, to exist fully, to bask in the beauty of the present, to live for yourself with the freedom and grace that comes with knowing you've already contributed more than enough. The world is waiting for you to embrace the infinite possibilities of your life, unshackled by the pressures of productivity. It's time to redefine who you are, not by what you do, but by the joy you bring to the moments you live. 4. Stop waiting for permission to enjoy life. For much of your life, you've played by the rules, walking a path that was often defined by others. You worked tirelessly, giving everything you had to provide for your family, to meet society's relentless expectations, and to be the person others needed you to be. You did your duty, time and again, without hesitation. But now, as the years have passed, you might find yourself waiting for permission to finally embrace the life you deserve. Waiting for the world to tell you that it's okay to relax, to pursue your passions, or to simply revel in the joy of living. But here's the raw, unfiltered truth. You don't need permission anymore. You've lived for others long enough. Now, it's time to live for yourself. It can be jarring, even unsettling, to let go of the ingrained habit of selflessness. After decades of devotion, whether to your children, your spouse, or your career, it may feel strange, almost guilt-ridden, to take the reins of your happiness. You may wonder, is it selfish to prioritize my joy now? But the answer is clear. It is not selfish, it is vital. This is your time, a precious, hard-earned gift that you've spent years building. You've given so much to others, but now it's time to give back to yourself. You've earned the right to bask in the quiet contentment of your desires. Imagine it. If traveling the world ignites your soul, go, embrace the adventure you've longed for. If the simple act of tending to a garden fills your heart with peace, then don't hesitate. The things that make you smile and that bring you joy are not luxuries. They are necessities for your well-being. No longer should you seek approval for your choices. You are no longer required to justify the steps you take toward your happiness. The world won't crumble if you choose to place yourself first. In fact, by nurturing your spirit, you'll find that you're not only replenishing yourself but also becoming more capable of giving love, care, and energy to others. Your happiness is not just a reward for a life well lived, it is a responsibility, a beacon that guides you toward the most fulfilling version of yourself. Let go of the fear of being labeled selfish. This is your moment to reclaim joy, and the beautiful truth is that in doing so, you'll become a better version of yourself, for you and for those you love. This is your time to live freely, fully, unapologetically. Don't wait for permission. Step into the life you've always deserved. 5. The myth of work-life balance for seniors. As you step into the later stages of life, the concept of work-life balance shifts in ways you may never have anticipated. In your earlier years, work-life balance was a careful, often stressful dance of managing career demands while trying to carve out time for personal needs, family, hobbies, rest. But now, as you approach or find yourself in retirement, the delicate balance takes on a whole new, deeper meaning. It's no longer about finding equilibrium between the hustle of work and the demands of home life. Instead, it's about rediscovering life itself, embracing the precious, finite years ahead with the clarity of what truly matters. This new phase of life is an invitation, a gift of time that should not be squandered on anything that doesn't resonate with your soul. The years you have left are too invaluable, too rich with possibility, to be spent in the shadows of obligations that don't fill you with purpose and joy. If you're still working, it's perfectly okay, but let your focus be clear. Your time and energy should always tilt toward what nourishes your spirit, what makes your heart race with excitement, or simply brings you peace. You've earned the right to honor what brings you contentment. If you've already retired, this is your sacred opportunity to shed the skin of the person you were in the workplace and emerge as someone who answers only to the call of their deepest desires. Forget the old myths that work defines your worth or purpose. Work no longer holds dominion over your identity. Now, life is what defines you. It is time to embrace the truth that your happiness comes first, not as a luxury, but as a necessity. You now possess the freedom to fill your time with the things that light up your soul. Whether that means embarking on adventurous travels, diving deeply into long-forgotten hobbies, savoring long, meaningful conversations with loved ones, or simply basking in the serenity that comes with a slower pace of life. The balance you seek isn't a fragile tug-of-war between work and life anymore. It's about finding harmony within life itself, inside the hours you've been gifted. Seek out what sets your spirit on fire, what fills you with joy, and make that your focus. This is your time. Time to unapologetically live for yourself, to live for what truly matters, what makes your heart feel full, and your days worth living. In the golden years of your life, let your heart be your guide, and let nothing stop you from creating the life you've always longed for. This time is yours. Cherish it, embrace it, and most importantly, make it yours. 6. The happiness advantage, the real fountain of youth. Happiness is so much more than just an occasional burst of joy. It's a life-altering, transformative power that can shape the course of your existence. It's a force so profound that it changes not only how you feel but how you live and age. Scientific studies confirm that happiness isn't a mere luxury. It's essential for longevity and overall well-being. People who embrace happiness and actively nurture it in their lives tend to live longer, healthier, and more vibrant lives. This phenomenon, often referred to as the happiness advantage, is a gift you can access at any stage of your life. The profound truth is that when you invite happiness into your heart, your entire body responds in extraordinary ways. Your immune system, that silent protector, becomes stronger and more resilient, warding off illnesses and helping your body fight back against the stresses of the world. Your mind remains sharper, clearer, and more agile, warding off the fog of aging and keeping you mentally vibrant. With happiness as your foundation, you're more likely to remain active, engaged, and connected to the world around you. Making meaningful connections, pursuing passions, and embracing life's beautiful opportunities. Happiness, in essence, is not merely an emotional state. It is a profound state of health, mind, body, and spirit intertwined. But how do we nurture this precious gift in our later years? It begins with a choice. It starts with deciding to seek joy every day, no matter how small the moments may seem. It's in the quiet laughter shared with family, the warmth of a long, leisurely walk in nature, or the pursuit of a long-held passion. Happiness thrives in the simple, quiet things, the moments that whisper life's beauty, often unnoticed in the hustle and rush of daily existence. The truth is, the real fountain of youth is not hidden in a mystical bottle or found in the latest miracle pill. It resides within you, in your ability to find genuine joy in the life you are living right now. When you prioritize happiness, you aren't simply improving the quality of your life in the present. You're extending your future. Each moment of joy you embrace adds not only a deeper richness to your experience, but also adds precious years to your life. So begin today. Make the conscious choice to cultivate happiness, breathe in the joy that's around you, and watch as it transforms your life in ways you never thought possible. 7. It's never too late to change your life. There is a powerful, yet profoundly mistaken belief that aging means the end of transformation, that with the passing years, dreams fade and the future becomes a mere echo of the past. But let me remind you, this is a fallacy. It's never, ever too late to change your life. No matter how many seasons you've lived through, you are never too old to reinvent yourself, discover new passions, or breathe fresh life into your soul. Countless remarkable individuals have shattered this misconception, proving that the pursuit of happiness and fulfillment knows no age limit. People have begun entirely new careers in their 60s, learned fascinating skills in their 70s, and discovered deep, life-changing passions in their 80s. These are not just inspiring tales. They are profound testaments to the boundless resilience of the human spirit. The truth is that the power to grow, to evolve, and to make your life richer than ever before resides within you, waiting to be unlocked. All it takes is an open heart and an open mind. Age, with its weight of years, should never be an obstacle. It's merely a number, a signpost along your journey. Imagine the places you've always dreamed of visiting, the hobbies that once seemed too far out of reach, or the skills you've longed to learn. Now is your moment. The universe still has so much to offer, and you are more than capable of embracing it. What if your next adventure isn't a trip to a foreign land, but the journey inward? What if your next dream isn't something distant, but something right at your fingertips, waiting for your courage to breathe life into it? The idea that you are too old to chase new dreams is a lie. There is always time to explore, to grow, to learn, and to build something meaningful. Life is a gift, and it is meant to be fully lived, brimming with wonder, fulfillment, and joy, no matter where you stand on your timeline. So don't hesitate. Don't let the years behind you tell you what you are capable of. You are not defined by your age. You are defined by the love you give, the dreams you chase, and the courage you show every single day. As long as you are willing to embrace the unknown, rise above fear, and accept that change is a part of growth, the possibilities are limitless. 8. Leaving a legacy of joy. As the years pass, a quiet reflection begins to settle within us. We begin to ponder the legacy we will leave behind, and the imprint we will have on this world. What will remain when we are no longer here? How will those we hold dear remember us when the echoes of our voices fade into the distance? Will we be remembered for the things we owned, or for the way we lived, the love we gave, and the joy we nurtured? Legacy is not found in material possessions or bank accounts. Those are fleeting, transient, and ultimately empty in comparison to what truly matters. It is found in the essence of our lives, in the values we instill, the laughter we share, and the kindness we scatter like seeds wherever we go. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. One of the most profound and enduring legacies we can leave is one of joy. The joy that radiates from a heart that chooses happiness despite the struggles, that celebrates life in all its messy, beautiful imperfections. By living with an open heart, embracing kindness as a guiding force, and loving with an unwavering depth, we inspire those around us to do the same. Every interaction becomes an opportunity to pass on a bit of our light to others. Your children will remember the gentle strength in your words. Your grandchildren will hold dear the moments of laughter and warmth shared under the soft glow of family togetherness. And your friends and community will cherish the quiet, comforting knowledge that you were a constant source of joy in their lives. This legacy isn't created by grand gestures or monumental achievements, but by the small, everyday choices that reflect the best parts of you. The parts that find wonder in the simplicity of life, that savor each precious moment with loved ones, and that bring a sense of peace to those lucky enough to share in your presence. Every smile, every act of kindness, every shared laugh, and every hug is a stroke of paint on the canvas of your legacy. It is these moments that will be remembered, these connections that will endure, long after the world has moved on. In choosing joy, you are creating a story that resonates long after you've left the room. You are shaping not just memories, but the very hearts of those who love you. Your legacy will not simply be about the things you leave behind, but the spirit you impart, the love you sow, and the joy that continues to bloom in the lives of those you cherished. Choose to live in a way that celebrates the beauty of being alive, in a way that embraces the fullness of every moment with an open heart, and you will leave a legacy that will live on, woven into the fabric of every life you've touched. 9. Embracing gratitude, the key to fulfillment. If there's one thing that has the power to profoundly transform your later years, it's the sacred practice of gratitude. As the years pass and the inevitable changes of aging settle in, it's far too easy to become fixated on what we've lost. Our youth, our vitality, our health, and the opportunities that seem to slip away like sand through our fingers. But the truth, so often overlooked, is that the key to joy and fulfillment in our later years lies not in what's no longer here, but in the abundance that still surrounds us. Gratitude offers us a priceless shift in perspective, drawing our attention away from what's missing and instead helping us see the wealth that remains in our lives. Gratitude is far more than simply saying thank you for the grand blessings. It's a deeper, more intimate acknowledgement of the small, seemingly insignificant moments that make life extraordinary. It's the gentle caress of sunlight on your face in the early morning, the soothing melody of birds singing outside your window as the day begins, and the comforting embrace of a smile from a loved one that speaks volumes without a word. These fleeting moments, often dismissed in the hustle of daily life, are the true treasures of our existence. They are the pulse of life itself, and they remain, without fail, available to us every single day. When we make the conscious decision to embrace gratitude, we open our hearts to a life that is filled with more peace, more joy, and more connection to the world around us. Studies have shown time and again that those who practice gratitude are not only happier but also healthier, more resilient, and profoundly fulfilled. Gratitude doesn't merely soothe the soul, it strengthens it, weaving threads of contentment through the fabric of our lives. Amid challenges, it is gratitude that reminds us that there is always something to hold dear, something to cherish, no matter how small. Make it your daily ritual to begin each day by immersing yourself in gratitude. Before your feet even touch the ground, take a moment to reflect on 3 things you're deeply grateful for, no matter how simple they may seem. Let that moment of appreciation wash over you, setting the tone for the rest of your day. With each passing day, as you nurture this practice, you'll begin to notice a shift, a growing awareness of the richness that is already woven into the tapestry of your life. You'll come to realize, with ever-deepening clarity, that your life is far more abundant than you may have ever imagined, and in that realization, you will find peace and fulfillment that no circumstance can take away. 10. Finding peace through forgiveness. As we grow older, the passage of time often leaves behind invisible scars. Regrets, mistakes, and unresolved conflicts can weave themselves deeply into the fabric of our lives, leaving us with emotional burdens that grow heavier with each passing year. These wounds, once small and unnoticed, can expand, consuming our thoughts, poisoning our relationships, and robbing us of the joy we deserve in the present moment. But there is a powerful, transformative truth that offers us liberation. Forgiveness is the key to true inner peace. Forgiveness isn't just a gesture toward others. It is an intimate, life-altering gift we give ourselves. We often think of forgiveness as an act of charity, something we extend to others in the hopes of healing old wounds. But in reality, forgiving others, and most importantly, forgiving ourselves, is one of the most powerful acts of self-liberation we can experience. It is a profound release of the bitterness, the anger, the resentment that have festered for far too long. These emotions act like chains, binding us to the past, and denying us the freedom to fully embrace the richness of the present moment. Without forgiveness, we are prisoners of our minds, trapped in a cycle of hurt and regret, replaying painful memories like a broken record that refuses to stop. We relive old conflicts, clinging to past mistakes, wondering how things might have been different. But forgiveness is the key to escaping that trap. It is the release of the emotional grip that keeps us tethered to what cannot be changed. It is the ultimate act of self-compassion, allowing ourselves the grace to let go of the weight that has held us down for so long. At this stage of life, we must confront a critical question. What am I still holding on to that is preventing me from fully living? Whether it is the bitterness from a family rift, the lingering pain of a friendship that ended in betrayal, or the unspoken regrets about mistakes we've made, now is the time to ask ourselves, what can I release? Forgiving doesn't mean forgetting, nor does it mean condoning the actions that hurt us. It means choosing to free ourselves from the emotional prison that these events have created in our hearts. It's an intentional decision to no longer allow the past to dictate our present joy. Sometimes, the hardest person to forgive is not someone else. It is ourselves. We carry within us a deep, often unspoken, shame over the choices we've made, the words we've spoken, the paths we failed to take. We regret the lost opportunities, the mistakes that linger, and the hurt we may have caused. But holding on to that regret only robs us of the beauty of now, stealing our peace and clouding our ability to appreciate the life that still lies before us. Take a moment now, in the quiet of your heart, to reflect on the emotional burdens you've been carrying. What are you still holding on to, even though it no longer serves you? What old wounds, what hurtful memories, are you clinging to that are keeping you from embracing the fullness of the present? It's time to let go. It's time to forgive others and, perhaps most importantly, yourself. Permit yourself to heal. Forgiveness is not about forgetting or minimizing the hurt. It's about reclaiming your peace and your power. It is the act of opening your heart, releasing the chains that bind you, and allowing yourself the freedom to move forward without the emotional weight of the past dragging you down. It is a transformative gift, not just to others, but to yourself, an offering of kindness, of grace, of renewal. In letting go, you make room for more. More joy, more peace, more love, and more fulfillment. You create space for the lightness that comes with healing, the contentment that comes with inner peace, and the serenity that comes with accepting what has been and choosing to live fully in what is yet to come. Forgiveness is the doorway to peace, a peace that will not only transform your relationships with others, but also heal the relationship you have with yourself. This final chapter of your life need not be weighed down by the burdens of yesterday. It can be filled with the warmth, the clarity, and the lightness that only forgiveness can bring. So, what are you waiting for? Today is the day to begin your journey toward healing. Release the past, forgive, and walk forward with your heart wide open. You deserve the peace that comes from letting go, the peace that only forgiveness can bring. 11. Embracing a life of purpose. As we grow older, it's easy to fall into the trap of believing that our best years are behind us. Society may try to tell us that the peak of our lives is past, that the moments of excitement, growth, and opportunity are distant memories. But the profound truth is that it's never too late to find meaning, embrace purpose, and reawaken a sense of fulfillment that we may have never known before. Many find that in their later years, they discover a deeper, more profound sense of direction than they ever experienced in their youth. The purpose is not merely a goal. It's the very fuel that keeps our spirit alive, that propels us out of bed each morning with enthusiasm, anticipation, and the promise of a meaningful day. It is the heartbeat of our existence, shaping the way we see the world and the way we engage with it. For some, purpose is woven into the fabric of family, the cherished bonds of relationships, and the joy of watching loved ones flourish. For others, it emerges from the pursuit of a passion that had long been dormant, a desire to make a difference in the world, or a thirst for knowledge that never fades. The beauty of purpose is that it knows no boundaries and no age limit. It is a constant, evolving companion that invites us to explore, grow, and contribute, no matter where we find ourselves in life's journey. In the later years, there are countless opportunities to breathe new life into our sense of purpose. It doesn't always require grandiose plans or radical transformations. Sometimes, the most profound purpose comes from the simplest of actions. Volunteering your time, sharing your wisdom with those who need it, or being a mentor to someone who may look to you for guidance. These are all ways to give back, to leave an imprint on the world. Maybe you've always dreamed of picking up a hobby you've put off. Now is the time to explore it. Start a garden, form a book club, or even write your memoirs, sharing your story and the invaluable lessons you've learned with future generations. The possibilities are endless, and they are waiting for you to take the first step. One of the most empowering and liberating aspects of embracing purpose in the later stages of life is the freedom to choose what truly matters. It's a time to shed the weight of unnecessary obligations, to stop living by other people's expectations, and instead, focus on what truly brings joy, peace, and fulfillment to your heart. What lights up your soul? What activities make your heart race with excitement? And what moments give you a deep sense of accomplishment? These are the things that matter most. Finding your purpose in later years doesn't require a monumental overhaul of your life. It's about being intentional. Choosing to live with purpose, whether in the smallest, most everyday acts or in the grand gestures that fill our hearts with pride. Sometimes, purpose is found in the quiet, seemingly insignificant moments. It's in the way you lovingly take care of your health, nurturing your body with the care it deserves. It's in the way you listen deeply to someone who needs to talk, offering a compassionate ear and making them feel heard. It's in the smile you share with a new friend and the kindness you extend without expecting anything in return. These small gestures matter more than we often realize. They hold the power to create ripples of joy and connection, and they contribute immeasurably to our happiness and well-being. You are never too old to begin something new, to rediscover your passions, or to reinvent yourself in a way that feels true to your essence. Embracing a life of purpose means living more fully, more intentionally, with greater joy and satisfaction. The truth is, our worth doesn't diminish with age. In many ways, it amplifies as we learn more about ourselves, uncover new strengths, and discover fresh ways to contribute, create, and connect. When you live with purpose, you awaken a vitality that defies the limitations of age. Your days are no longer just filled with routine or obligation. They are infused with meaning. Each moment, no matter how small, becomes an opportunity to live your life to its fullest and to honor the unique and powerful legacy you are creating every day. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. In embracing purpose, you begin a journey not only of personal growth but of deep fulfillment. Age is not an obstacle to greatness. It is a canvas for creating something beautiful, something deeply impactful, and something that will resonate long after your time here. Purpose is the eternal spark that keeps us alive, keeps us growing, and keeps us connected to the very heart of what it means to live a meaningful, joyful life. 12. The beauty of slow living. In a world that relentlessly demands more, pushing us to strive endlessly for greater accomplishments, more possessions, and faster results, the concept of slow living offers a breathtakingly liberating escape, especially for those in their later years. Besides the noise and chaos, slow living is a sanctuary, a gentle, soul-soothing alternative that invites us to rediscover the beauty of life's most precious moments. It's about embracing a lifestyle that doesn't bow to society's obsession with speed but instead values depth, meaning, and presence. Slow living is an invitation to reconnect with the deepest parts of yourself and the world around you. It's about choosing quality over quantity, recognizing that true fulfillment is not measured by how much we accumulate or how fast we go, but by how deeply we experience the world. In this space, every moment becomes sacred, a chance to breathe, to be still, and to truly live. Rather than rushing through life like a fleeting shadow, slow living encourages us to savor every small, often overlooked experience, transforming the ordinary into something extraordinary. As we age, the world around us may slow down in ways we can't control. Our bodies may move with less speed, and our energy may wane, but this doesn't have to signal the end of excitement or purpose. Slowing down offers an opportunity to reconnect with what truly matters. It creates space to experience the joy in the simplest things, a quiet morning with the delicate warmth of a cup of tea, the gentle rhythm of your feet meeting the earth on a leisurely walk through nature, or the sweet embrace of time spent with loved ones without the weight of rushing against the clock. These moments, once fleeting and unnoticed in the busyness of our earlier years, become treasures when we take the time to truly savor them. The gift of slow living is that it allows us to live more intentionally, and to build a life that feels purposeful and fulfilling. Instead of being yanked in a million different directions by the demands of the world, we are empowered to choose where to direct our attention, to focus on the things that bring us peace, joy, and satisfaction. It's about saying no to the things that drain our energy and saying yes to the things that nourish our hearts and souls. In this way, slow living becomes an act of self-respect and profound self-care, a reminder that we are worthy of time, space, and peace. Embracing slow living is not just about the pace of life. It's about reclaiming the beauty of the present moment, allowing ourselves to feel the fullness of life without the constant pressure to do, achieve, and perform. It's an invitation to show up for ourselves, to rest deeply, and to create a life that feels meaningful, not because of what we have accomplished, but because we have truly lived in every sense of the word. As we reflect on the beauty of slow living and how it can transform our lives, I invite you to pause and ask yourself, what have you learned so far? How can you begin to embrace the art of slowing down, savoring each precious moment, and living with intention? Take a moment to think about one thing from today's video that resonated with you, something you're eager to bring into your own life. Maybe it's learning to appreciate the quiet moments, spending more time with loved ones, or simply slowing down to experience life more fully. Whatever it is, I'd love to hear from you. Please, share with us in the comments below. What's one thing you've learned today that you will practice moving forward? Your insights can inspire others on their journey toward a more peaceful, purposeful life. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with those who might benefit, and subscribe to our channel for more content on how to live a joyful and fulfilling life. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to reading your comments.